Here's our review of Caprock Canyon State Park. This is kind of the hits and misses of the park. So let's talk about the hits first. First of all, there are plenty of spacious RV sites, 30 and 50 amp with water and electric. They do have some primitive camping that's water only. Now the cool thing about their sites are they're very spacious and allow you privacy, and also the sun is setting in the west, rising in the east, and most of the campsites face in such a way that you are actually receiving the sun on the backside of your camper in the evening, providing more shade in the evening hours, which is very nice. And the way they have the area mowed down is there's lots of privacy with your camper facing towards the outward part of your space. They do have fire pits available. They also have covered shelter over your picnic tables, which is quite a distance from your area. We have a 40-foot fifth wheel, and it's plenty spacious for our slide outs. We have 4 slide outs on our camper. One of the downsides, I guess you would say, is the campsites, if you're going with friends and family like we are on this particular weekend, is they don't have campsites that are adjacent to one another where you actually have access to one another because of the bushes and things of that nature. Another cool thing about the park is they have buffalo roaming freely down here. It's part of the Colonel Goodnight herd that is down here that was saved back during the buffalo slaughter. Anyway, some of the perks of the camp is they have a junior camping program for your younger kiddos that want to get out and explore nature and get away from the video games. There's a perk, parents. And let's see, what else can we say about the park? They have over 30 miles of hiking trails. 90 miles of hiking trails. Felt like we went 90 miles on the hiking trail we were on to Fern Cave. But actually, it was a great hike. Make sure you take plenty of water. My daughter, Kaylee, held back with my wife, Chantel. She actually got heat exhaustion. And thank you to the people out there that just cut her cool with some water they had and gave her some frozen pickle juice to kind of get her electrolytes back up. So thank you for being there for her in my absence. Fern Cave was really awesome, and hope you enjoyed seeing that footage here on the deal. There's also Lake
Theo.
Lake Theo. Lake Theo is here. It sounds great on camera, but Lake Theo is actually a glorified pond. But it is a nice place to go and hang out. We did some footage there with our dogs playing in there. I was kind of enjoying the water a little bit. They do allow fishing. It's free of charge in state parks. You do not need a fishing license to fish in state parks. They also allow you to rent tackle, but they very rarely have any kind of bait. They said on occasion they may have worms available. I know they stock it with trout in the winter. I'm not sure if they stock it with other fish during the other seasons, but you can always find catfish, and you might be lucky to catch a bass once in a while in some of these area lakes like this. They also have, is it Clarity Tunnel? Clarity Tunnel. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It is part of the Rails to Trails here in Caprock Canyons, and it is an abandoned, railroad tunnel, and it is frequented by many thousands of Mexican free-tailed bat that migrate here in the late spring and throughout the summer. I think you have to plan that trip. We have not put that on the map for this round. but it is highly rated, and you might check that out on YouTube as well as you check out things about Caprock Canyon. Anyway, that's one thing we're going to miss this trip, and maybe catch it another trip, but catch it in the evening hours just before dusk. That's when the bats tend to fly out and take hold of the area insects. Speaking of insects, they are high in number here. That's one of the downsides, I guess you would say. We attempted to try one of the butane, I guess, pest control things in our area last night. We did not notice any mosquitoes, so if it's meant for mosquitoes, then great job. If it's meant to help with all the other insects, bad job. It did not do very well. We were having things good on us and bite us and things. $22 a night. I'm assuming that's for a 50 amp. Is that correct?
Yes.
So it'd be less for a 30 amp. 18 for a 30 amp hookup, which there is a dump station and a bathhouse. The bathhouse is it's okay. So if you don't want to use your restroom to take showers and waste all your water in your holding tanks, you might consider the bathhouse. Also, there are prairie dogs. There's a prairie dog town just right outside of the campsites where there are wild prairie dogs, and there's lots of little babies here in the spring season that we're seeing right now. So very, very cool. Looking around for ideas. We got a whole group of us here. Anything else to say?
It's very green.
It is hot.
Oh,
it's
the
in
water down on the trail.
It's
very green.
Okay, yeah, so when we hiked the area to Fern Cave today, there's natural spring-fed water areas there. And plus, again, I think I mentioned earlier in the video, there are lots and lots of archaeological sites here. Of course, they're covered up unless you know where you're going, which I don't. But there's lots of archaeology that's been tapped here, from prehistoric to Indians and cavalry soldiers that were here. And also lots of history here with the slaughter of the buffalo when they almost went extinct in all of America, which is a sad history for us. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little segment of the video, and I hope you'll be back to join us one day in the next video as we do some travel. And also, parts of the segment in this video will be accompanied to show our new dog, Lucia, our English Cream Golden Retriever puppy, who is now 11 weeks old. 11 weeks old, so she's had a great time here. She is turning out to be a great camping dog and great companion for our guests. We'll see you guys next time on YouTube. Continue to subscribe, like, and share, and thank you for watching. If you have any comments, make them below. I'll be happy to answer your comments as you ask them. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.